Aloha. My name is Mr. Hand, as they say in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, CamLove16, the gamer, the storyteller, the commentator, the hacker, the hopeless romantic, the occasional San Pellegrino drinker, and for the sake of this video, I'll add one more, the film buff. You know, I like a lot of films, my favorite film being Once Upon a Time in America, but I also love films like The Usual Suspects, The Godfather, Avatar, but there's one film that I've never been able to get a grasp on in terms of understanding it or liking it. I mean, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm living too much of my personal life, but I can never get behind the film Poltergeist. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I admit, it's a good horror movie. It definitely did something for the genre, but I just can't stand the fact that the family gotta deal with ghosts. You know what I'm talking about. Jokes aside, this video is gonna talk about something that's very prevalent, very pressing, very interesting in our modern society. 2020, as the joke would say, we live in one. Ghosting. Sometimes, you know, you find you getting Caspered. You find that somebody coming through your life and you can't even see them. You try to punch them, well, it goes right through them, but I'm a hopeless romantic. I've never been afraid to say on camera, yeah, I can't really get girls, and I'm pretty bad socially. But it lends itself to having a lot of interesting stories to tell, and this happened really not that long ago as I'm making this video, or recording the audio, I should say. So I figured I'd come on here and tell a story about my first time being quote-unquote seriously ghosted. This happened just so recently. It's kind of in the same vein as I was making old videos, kind of my first rejection, my first homecoming, etc., etc. So this is the big return to my first series, but this is about getting ghosted. For the sake of, you know, not exposing this person, I'm not going to use their name, of course. I'm not going to, like, tell you who they are, or even what school they go to. But I will let you know that this person goes to a different college than me. And since we were both, you know, in this whole weird kind of quarantine state, whatever, we were both still in Richmond. I live in Richmond, Virginia. You could literally Google search will tell you that. And her and I, we've been talking for, let's say, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks. Know that leading up to meeting her, which I met her on a dating app. I know, I'm breaking my own rules. I hadn't really spoken to girls in that manner since my breakup. It was mostly because I was taking time off to heal myself, to reflect on what I want in life, to reflect on what I want in a partner. And it got to the point where for a while I couldn't see people in a light other than, you know, just friends or not really worth it, etc., etc. But this girl changed my whole perspective on it. We started talking. We really enjoyed talking to each other. I got her Snapchat, and then we were Snapchatting for a minute, then we followed each other on Instagram. You know how it goes, people. And from there, we started FaceTiming and talking pretty regularly. And what I mean by regularly is pretty much every day. You know, I'd text her in the morning, good morning. She would text me good night. We would FaceTime for hours on end. We'd talk about random shit, you know, whatever. Listen, I know I'm kind of ugly. I know I'm not super cool. If you look at my photos that are all over the internet for some reason, because Hampton for some reason posts my stuff occasionally, I ain't the best looking dude. So it was a miracle to me when this girl said that she would be interested in going on a date with me. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Me, little old Cam? Yeah. So we decided to set something up, and we did it in the manner that would be the safest for us in this time period, where we would give each other updates every day on who we'd been seeing, where we'd been going, who we'd be interacting with. And we set it for about 2 weeks from the time we first met each other. We would meet up. Coolio. It comes around time closer for the date, and take into consideration, even through the time I've been talking to her, this girl was kind of a bad texter, you know? Kind of a bad Snapchat. Like, sometimes she'd leave me on deliver for a while, then I would leave her on deliver for a while. It's because we're both busy people. I understand that we live in a time now where we all have a lot of stuff to do. Sometimes even more than when I was on campus, I have more stuff to do. So if it's something where I don't respond to you for a couple hours, I'm not going out of my way to do that. It's literally just, I have stuff to do. And I understand that we're all subject to that same level of, hey, I'm doing something. Is that okay? Yeah, I'll talk to you when I talk to you. But it comes around time, the morning of the date, I text her, let's say 10 a.m. And I say, yo, I'm going to be pulling up to your dorm at like 2 o'clock ish. And this is because we had decided we were gonna go walk around our nearby park and we're gonna go just chill, do our thing. It isn't until I want to say 1:35 where she says, "Yeah, cool." I was like, okay, that's a little sus, but if we're going on the day, we're going on the day. Needless to say, I meet her at her dorm. She's a nice looking girl. I would say I'm decent. I put on a decent little outfit. I can't really dress, but I put on the best I could. We walk around for a bit. We grab some food. And from there, the vibe is just really nice. We're talking. We're getting all sorts of conversation in the mix. What do they call them nowadays? Dating coaches would say, the touch barrier had been broken. We were pretty comfortable around each other. All that was cool. And then it comes around to the end of the day, we find a little secluded spot to just, sit and talk and drink boba tea. I don't really like boba tea, man. It's all good. I decide, I'm going to take that shot. I don't really take that shot that often, but I said, boom, I am going to scoot a little closer, as they say, and then, try to seal the deal. I end up kissing her. Which, that's fine. That is what it is. We pull away for a bit. We kind of look at each other again. We're like, okay, let's do that again. So we kiss again. And after that, I'm like, okay, cool. So she had some stuff to do at her mom's house, which was fine. So I end up walking her back to her dorm. As we're getting ready to depart, she hugs me. We're saying we should really do this again. Like, I can't wait to see you again. All the standard pleasantries. And then she holds my hand for a bit. And then I dip. Funny story, I actually then go walk about 45 minutes from the campus to go visit a friend of mine at his job because, I was in the mood. I was feeling the walk. So I walk over to see my friend, and that's probably about 2 hours, right? So then I bite the bullet, and I say I'm going to text her. So I text her, hey, I had a great time. Let's set something else up soon. I can't wait to see you. And she says, yeah, the absolute same, that we should definitely set something up. And then she sends me a little smiley face. So I was like, okay, cool. That's a decent little text. And then I realized, I don't have to be the dude that's texting her 24/7 because it's, a day. We want things to mellow out a little bit. So then I send a Snapchat later that night just to keep our streak going, to say here's a streak snap, nothing basic. I get left on open. Okay, a snap like a streak snap or like a goodnight snap doesn't really warrant a response. So at this point, I'm not freaking out. At my point, this is completely normal. The next day, after a while of not talking to her, I send... Actually, I didn't send anything that day. I waited another day. I go on to the next day. I send her a message saying, hey, I know we haven't spoken for a while. I'm just making sure you're doing all right. I hope you're doing okay. If you have time to FaceTime me, let me know. I'd love to talk. No response. I've been left on red ever since. That was sent, I want to say, Monday. The date was on Saturday. And as of recording this, it is Thursday. So your boy has accepted the fact that he has gotten ghosted. Your boy got Casper the Friendly Ghost. And that's... It's interesting to me. I understand, and here's what I'll say. I recognize that in relationships, you aren't owed anything from someone. Someone can kiss you, someone can make out with you, someone can go further, I'm not trying to get demonetized here. And then they don't have to ever speak to you again. That's fine. You're not owed anything in life. In fact, I'm not even owed the common courtesy of a message saying, hey, I had a good time on this date, but I'm not interested anymore. That doesn't mean a message like that wouldn't be nice. In fact, I would love a message like that just to be honest and genuine about hey, I'm not really feeling it. But this experience has taught me that it's okay to be ghosted. It sucks. It hurt. I was calling my friends all day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I was just guys, I'm upset. I'm hurt. I'm feeling bad because this girl left me on red. But that is what it is. For me, it brings up a bigger point. In our modern society where it's so easy to simply cut off contact with someone, will it end up for the better or for the worse for us that we live in a society where ghosting is like completely normal activity. That's crazy to me that like you can just cut contact with somebody and still have them added on Instagram. Like we're still best friends on Snapchat because like I said, we're Snapchatting all the time. We still follow each other on Instagram. I still have her number. But it's just a complete loss of contact. And I understand that the society around dating apps is kind of fickle. And that's why it's kind of built character in me when it comes to stuff like dating apps and dating and stuff like that. Because I'm still relatively new to this whole thing. You know, hopeless romantic can't get dates. This is my first, this is like my, aside from dates I would have with my exes, of course, my maybe fourth date I've been on, you know, aside from, of course, relationship kind of dates. Still, if there's anything I want to leave y'all with after telling this story, I hope y'all enjoyed it. And you got a little kick out of me being a hopeless romantic and getting hopelessly rejected over and over, bro. The cycle does not end. Is rejection is good for you. The Rolling Stones song, of course, goes, "You can't always get what you want." And I think that's very important to hear. You can want something, but if that other person doesn't want it, that's okay. And it's okay to just move on and be like, all right, on to the next one. If you get hung up like I did those first couple of days of getting ghosted, it gets to your mental. It screws with you. I was all on the floor. I was like, I'm upset. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Where I had to come to the realization that maybe I didn't do anything wrong. Maybe she's just not interested. You know, she may have been interested all of those 2-3 weeks, and we were FaceTime all the time, Snapchat all the time, but when she got in person, she wasn't feeling it. And that's okay. That is completamente okay. And if you are going through the stages of grief in regards to maybe a breakup, maybe a ghosting, maybe a rejection, just know that it does get better. And if you really sit down to reflect on who you are and your value and your worth, you know, I don't want to say become an egotistical maniac and get a big head, but take it as like it's their loss. You know what you're worth. You know you have value. And if you don't bring enough value to that person's life, wait until you find that person that you do bring value to. But that's about it. I don't want to ramble too long. Man, I'm getting into the 15-minute territory with every one of my videos now. But hey, I like making long-form content for y'all. I will talk to y'all later. By the time I post this, I'm not sure what gameplay will be up, mostly because, you know, I record audio first for almost everything I do. But if it's 2K, cool. If it's cool, okay, I'm just gonna stop rambling. I will talk to y'all later. Have a great day. Always remember, keep your head up. You are worth it. You are loved. You are valued. If you ever need to reach out to me, I guess follow me on Instagram. I don't know. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.